Hi everyone, it's Misty here from TheJollyFatElf. Welcome to day 6 of my 2021 holiday card series. I'm so excited to have you here with me today. We are doing another zero stamping card series, but in this video we are using dies. So in my last video for photo play, I did photo play last week, and I believe that none of those used dies. But in this one, we are. And in this video, we're gonna be making 3 Slimline cards using the Christmas Magic collection from Doodlebug. This Doodlebug collection was their 2019 collection, I believe. But you can actually find this at A Cherry on Top, and I believe scrapbook.com also has it. So yeah, they've since changed the illustration for the Santa and the animals, so they look a little bit different now, but I really love this original Santa from 2019. And like I said, all of this is available, I believe. So I'll try to remember to link a store in the description box down below. But if I forget, someone just mention it and I will try to respond. Don't forget that I have had hand surgery, so I may not be getting comments as soon as I can. Typing with one hand is probably going to be an issue. But yeah, so today we are making 3 Slimline cards using the Doodlebug Christmas Magic Chit Chats and what else did they call? Odds and ends and chit chats and the paper and all the things. So let's head over to my craft table and I'll walk you through how to make these 3 fun cards. So I am actually starting out with a card base that's already been created. I created this card base for a card a few weeks ago and I never got around to using it. So since we're doing Slimline, I decided I want to use this paper from Memory Box. It's so pretty. It's their pastel plaid. One side is has like rose gold foil and the other side is just a basic plaid. So I'm using the next to largest stitch rectangle from Pink and Main to cut that out. And then I just adhered it to the inside of this card panel. So this is the Slimline Essentials die from Catherine Pooler. And then, so I cut out the back and then I use the inside to make it a frame. Hopefully that made sense. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to be using the gingerbread house, the gingerbread men, and the cute little candies. And of course, I had to add some shimmer. And for once, I remembered to add the shimmer before I added everything to the card. So I'm going to add the house flat, and then we're going to pop up the 2 little men and lady, 2 men, whatever you want to call them. And then we're going to add the candy. And then for the sentiment, we're going to be bringing in one of the chit chats. I really love how all 3 of these cards turned out today in this video, but I think this one holds a special place in my heart because you guys know I love gingerbread. I apologize if you can hear that truck. It's 1:30 in the morning. What are they doing getting out and going somewhere? Are they going for pancakes? I remember one time Rob and I don't know what we were doing, but we were up at like 3 o'clock in the morning and we went for banana pancakes at IHOP. That was probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago. Now we're much too old to do that. So I am adhering the sentiment as well with pop dots. And then for the candies, I'm going to adhere the sugar. I think one of them is going to be flat and the other one is going to be popped up. I honestly can't remember. And then I'm playing around with placement and colors, etc. There is just a little bit of red in these in this gingerbread house, so I wanted to make sure that I brought a little bit of that in. So the gumdrops are going down flat and the peppermints are going popped up. Once I do that, that's going to be it for card number 1. I mean, these are really simple, really easy, and I really loved it. So we're using dies in this in these cards, but you absolutely don't have to. Okay, for this card, I used one of the gallery dies from, I think this is one of the dies from Hello Bluebird. I think it is one of the dies from Hello Bluebird. I honestly cannot remember. So this is a piece of cotton candy cardstock you guys saw me use earlier in the week, or in the series, excuse me. So I am adhering this garland to the back of this frame because I want to have some ornaments hanging from it. So this card was a bit more involved than the other two, but it was still real easy to make, went together really quickly, and no problems there. So once I get this adhered where I want to, I'm going to trim off around it, and then we're going to bring in the ornaments from this collection. So I am still using the Christmas Magic 6x6 paper pads, and I have the Chit Chats and the odds and ends. I will let you know if we move on to a different Doodlebug collection. As of right now, I haven't made any more videos. There's one more coming, but I haven't made any videos using the newer collections. And of course, they haven't released the one for this year. That's the one thing that's the only thing that bothers me about Doodlebug is I feel like they release late. Now, I know not everybody starts their holiday cards in September, but I think they release like mid-October, early November. And to me, that's just late. So yeah. Okay, so I'm bringing in all of the ornaments, and then I'm going to bring in a hole punch. I couldn't find my crocodile. It's somewhere in this craft room. So I ended up just using a regular hole punch. It worked out. Initially, I thought I was going to hang these with string behind them, and then I decided not to. I just adhered them flat. So you could totally skip this step because it ends up, I ended up not even needing to do it. Then I'm going to go ahead and set these out how I want them, and then I'm going to add some adhesive and get them adhered. I love how bright and vibrant these are. I love that it looks like they're hanging from a tree. I am in love with this card. I don't know that this card will be up for sale. We'll have to see. Maybe it will be. I don't know. As I've mentioned before, most of these cards will be for sale on my Etsy shop or in my Etsy shop, hopefully around the 1st of October, 1st or 2nd week of October. Be sure to follow me on all my socials. I will also post it on the community tab here, and I will also talk about it in a video. So I'm just going to go ahead and adhere these together using some tape runner, and then we will get these adhered to the back of the branches frame, whatever you want to call it. These kind of retro ornaments are some of my favorite. I have some purple ones from Sam's that we got 2010. Yeah, 2010. And I absolutely love them. We didn't put up a tree last year because I think most of us didn't really celebrate Christmas, but hopefully this year we'll get a chance to put up, we'll probably put up, we have a 9-foot Christmas tree. We'll probably just put up like a 6-foot section or maybe even a 3-foot section. You guys know I have a new nephew. He just turned 5 months old. Oh my word. I don't know how that happened, but it did. So he will, hopefully we will be able to see them around Christmas. And as long as he's little, I will probably decorate for Christmas and spoil him rotten because that's what ants do. He's the cutest little thing. Oh my gosh. If I remember, I will insert a picture of him so you guys see can see him. They bought him, I guess, a hat for like winter. It's one of those hats that the flaps go over your ears. Oh my word. He is so stinking cute. So yeah, we're definitely going to put up a Christmas tree, hopefully this year. Hopefully we can see each other. I was hoping we would get to hang out for Labor Day, but number one, I had too much to do, and they just weren't able to make it down. Plus, my brother had quarantined for the 4th flippin' time. Gosh. At least he didn't test positive, so thank goodness for that. Boone is my nephew's nickname I picked. But he had COVID when he was 3 months old. So it's like, oh, please just keep them healthy. Please, 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 please. So this paper is actually paper from Simple Stories. This is from their Princess paper pack from a few years ago. But the colors went perfectly with it, and I didn't want something detracting from the ornaments. So I've just adhered this to a white card base. So if you didn't know, I make my Slimline cards 8.5 by 7, and then I score it at 3.5. So I wasn't sure what I wanted to do for these ornaments, so I went ahead and brought in some rhinestones. So these are some colored rhinestones I've had in my stash. They're probably from Stampin' Up! If I had to guess. And I'm going to add those to some of the ornaments. Not all of them, but some of the ornaments. And once I do that, this card will be done. And like I said, it may or may not be listed at the beginning of the month. Isn't it just so, oh, it's just so fun and festive, and oh, I just love this paper in these die cuts. So much fun. And then I decided to go ahead and bring in a sentiment. This says Merry and Bright, and I'm attaching it with some dimensional adhesive, and that is going to be the end of this card. I love, 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 I love. For card number 3, we're going to be doing some ink blending. So I have a sheet of Nina 110-pound soda white, I believe is what this is. And we're going to be doing some ink blending. So this is a stencil I created from, I believe it's the Rolling Stitched Clouds from MFT. I really love the shape of this, and I really wanted this as a stencil, but of course I don't have it as a stencil, so you can just make your own. Just cut it out of cardstock. I have one from not Doodlebug, Hello Bluebird, that I've been using for probably 3 years. So I knew I didn't need the entire thing, so I went ahead and just did the top of this, and then I'm going to cut this down to 8.25 by 3.25. So what you saw me working on, I think it's called the Wendy Fetchy Make Art Media Mat? Make Art Media? I can't remember. I honestly cannot remember. But I love it. I think I first saw either Kelly Marie from Lawn Fawn or Shari from Lawn Fawn using it, and I found it on Amazon. It's like $20. It's fantastic. It's magnetic, as you saw. It's easy to clean, as long as you don't use alcohol inks on it. So I highly suggest it. So for this card, we are using the huge sleigh with the elves, the reindeer, and then the sentiment. I'm attaching all of those with some more of the Scotch mounting foam. It's just easier when the pieces are quite this big. I'm cutting it a little bit down so it will fit on the legs, because I didn't want the legs to not be adhered. Sorry, that's off frame, but I'm literally just cutting off the excess Scotch mounting foam. And then we're going to go ahead and get this adhered to the card. So if you see that envelope there, that's a clear envelope. When I sat down to make these videos, I separated all of the chit chats and the images, and then I grouped the ones that kind of went together and that I thought would be cute on a card. So this little girl's hat is hanging off, but that's okay, because when you make your Slimline cards this size, there's plenty of room in a business size envelope for things to stick over the size. So that's it. After that shimmer pin, we are done. And here's a look at all 3 cards. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate you. Let me know if you have any comments or questions in the comments down below. Let me know which one's your favorite, because I'm really interested to see which one you loved, which one you didn't. But yeah, so guys, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.